Well, good morning. It is October 28th, day 142 on the trail for me. It was pretty cool last night. Although when I woke up this morning, my thermometer, which was in the shelter, read only 48. So those tarps that they've been putting on the shelters are helping some. Because I think it probably got cooler than that. It's still misty out. I passed by a couple of good views already and couldn't see anything. So hopefully the sun will come out more and burn this off, and I'll have a good day the rest of the way. Plan for today is about 16 miles with a stop at about 11 miles. 11 miles gets me to Newfound Gap, which is where Kelly's going to meet me, resupply me for a few more days, and then I'm going to keep walking for 5 more miles to get to another shelter. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'll have to look. We'll see it later. Some animal came near the shelter last night. I don't know what it was. It sounded bigger than, a squirrel. But I don't think it was a bear. But it was dark already and I didn't see what it was. So these things will happen. All right, well, as always, if I see something interesting, I will grab a picture or some video. But for now, here's what the trail looks like. All right, we're about, almost 6 miles in and getting a good view here of a valley. I think it's some of the color. The leaves changing. And I always like in the background the clouds, the mist hanging low in that valley. I always think that's kind of cool. I'm on a ridge right now, and the other side of the ridge is still covered in mist. It's interesting how, I suppose the topology or I don't know, the climate works here. Another nice view today. Get some of the mist burning off. I'm heading up to Charlie's Bunyan, which should have some good views as well. Alright, so I took a short side trip to I'm not really on it, Charlie's Bunyan, and got a great view to the north here. Another nice view here. I'm on the descent now to Newfound Gap, and if we zoom in a bit, you can just see the roadway. See, those cars are pretty small, but... Alright, I got about 0.7 to go to Newfound Gap, and hopefully Kelly's there waiting for me. There's a flock of turkeys there. Down there, and one of them is an albino. I don't know if it's gonna show up well in the video, but right there is an albino. Pretty neat. All right, so I'm just about to the parking lot at Newfound Gap. I passed probably 90 day hikers, maybe 2 that were sectioners that had a better, more well-equipped pack. So I'm coming down into the gap right now, and gosh, it's full. There's lots of people here. That was a tough descent. I don't, those people that are going up, I hope they know what they're getting into, because that was tricky. Alrighty. Oh, I see Kelly out there. There he is. Well, look who's here. Alright, so the meetup with Kelly went well. I'm back on the trail. Spent about 50 minutes with him. He had a whole bunch of food for me there from the grocery store, so I was able to have a lunch that didn't come out of my pack. And he had some beers from Lazy Hiker in Franklin. So I enjoyed those. I enjoyed one of them there, and I packed one out for tonight. That's interesting. Let me show you what I just went over. So there's a fence here, and had just a little ramp up and a ramp down. I hadn't seen one like that before. That's interesting. Oh, beach for. All right, so here's why. They got an area enclosed to prevent wild hogs from getting into this area. Okay, well, good enough reason for me. All right, so that went well. And I made the initial climb out of Newfound Gap. And so I've got about 3.7 miles left to go to the Mount Collins shelter. That's where I'll be staying tonight. And then I'll go from there. All right. So, still a nice clear day. Expect pretty much the same for tomorrow. Might be misty in the morning. Hope it's not too misty. Tomorrow's, I'm supposed to be climbing Wohi tomorrow. Am I saying that right? I'll double check the name of that. Formerly known as Clingman's Dome. The Cherokee Nation petitioned to have the name changed back to its original name. And that went into effect, a month and a half ago, I suppose. So I'll double check that I'm saying that right before tomorrow. All right, well, for now, here's what the trail looks like. All right, so I'm here at the Mount Collins shelter. It's about 6:40, and looks like I'll be the only one here tonight. I'm not expecting anybody else to come by anytime soon. Supposed to get down into the 40s again tonight, so about the same as yesterday. So it won't be too bad. So Kelly, there was a So the trail near here sort of follows, it's reasonably close to a road that leads up to Kawohi. And there was a stop, I guess, a small parking lot nearby. And so Kelly left me some more trail magic. He left another beer for me on a log. So I've had a couple to drink tonight. But yeah, all is well. Gonna be here for the night. So tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Kawohi will be early in the morning. It's only, I think it's less than 3 miles away. And that's the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. And the third highest peak east of the Mississippi. So I read earlier today. And then I've got a lot more walking to do. I had planned on stopping after about 13 miles. But that shelter, the Derrick Knob shelter, is closed due to aggressive bear activity. So I'm gonna stop there just to get water, because there's no other water between here and there, or nothing for sure. And then go another about 6 more miles to the next shelter. So it's gonna be a long day for me tomorrow. I got about 19 miles, and I wasn't expecting that so soon, but I was able to do the 15, almost 16, well, including the Blue Blazes to the shelters. I certainly did 16 miles today. So I should be able to do 19 tomorrow. And then figure out where to go from there, because that sort of throws off my other plans. But I'll figure it out and talk to Kelly, so that way he knows where to meet me for the next resupply. Yeah. But it's been really nice hiking through the Smokies so far, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully there's no mist in the morning. We'll see. Again, it's early in the day when I get to the high, the peak. So I'm hoping that there won't be any mist there. But take what we get. Alrighty, well, as always, if you've stuck through to the end, you know I appreciate it. And I'll see you again tomorrow on the trail.